Hello and welcome to our BOOtiful card camp class number 2. This one we're going to be working on our pumpkin patch. Isn't that cute? I just love white pumpkins and it was so fun to make white pumpkins in paper. It sure is easier than cleaning out those orange ones. Okay, let me just show you the papers I've used. We've used our new Vintage News Baby's Breath, our Baby's Breath Mini Dots, and our Baby's Breath Gingham, and our Baby's Breath Reverse Dots, and then our new card expression. I think it's number 26. And it is so cute. It has so many fun things on it. Look at this. So we're going to be using the pumpkin patch. So let's get started. So I've got my my Vintage News Baby's Breath, and that is the back of one of the pumpkins. Oh, I didn't even mention what template we're going to be using, and it is template number L9529. I don't remember what its name is, but L9529. So first we're going to put our template down. We'll place the paper over, and you may decide how you want to position your template. So this first one we're going to be using the back of this one, and on the smaller one we're going to use the inside. So we might position it accordingly on our paper. So I'm going to go for this. So we get a little bit of mixture of this one. This one, the smaller one, will be a little less dark. And then we're going to want to use our embossing tissues. And when you're doing an outline like this, I just simply kind of go down both sides. You can be fast and quick. You don't need to worry about staying in the lines. So I've done the outside edge of this one, of the big one, and now I'm going to do the inside little part of the pumpkin for this one. And that is all done. And now I am just going to scuff it. I like to turn off my light box when I'm scuffing. It just makes it a little bit easier. It's not fighting. And you can see now how my shapes are popping. So you can kind of see here how we have some of this detailed work here. This one is a little bit lighter. So we've gone ahead and done that. And I've gone ahead and just cut out the templates and got all the pieces ready for us. So we don't have to spend all of our time doing that, because I'm thinking you know how to emboss by now. So I've got all my pieces cut out. I did the inside of the big pumpkin with the Baby's Breath reverse dots, or mini dots. And then the outside of the big pumpkin, or the small pumpkin, was the Baby's Breath gingham. So now I am just going to use some mounting tape and hook these together. But before I do, I also had used inchworm to emboss the leaves. And I decided I didn't want to do all the detail of the little vines. So I just skipped those. But I did emboss the stem and the leaves separately so I could create more layers. And then I thought it's cute to put the leaves so they're kind of coming out from the middle of those 2 layers of our pumpkin we've made. So, and when I cut the leaves out again, I keep on just a little bit of a tab so we have something to actually adhere to. It makes it so much easier. So I am just going to put down my first, gotta remember which is the top and bottom. So I've got my first little layer there, and then you can see how cute that is when that layer is coming through my pumpkin. So I'm going to scoot it over just a little bit, though. I've got too much tape showing on the outside edge. And I'm going to go ahead and do the leaf now, or the stem, but I am going to use a little bit of mounting tape with that, just to add a little more dimension. And you can rip the mounting tape, or you can use scissors. And I think I'll be ripping it because I don't see my scissors. And so I'm just going to put a little bit on the back, and now I'm just going to put on a little bit of an angle and try and separate it a little from the stem. And now I'll go ahead and put a little bit more mounting tape. To at the center of my pumpkin. Now this pumpkin is really kind of whimsical, And all the lines don't line up perfectly when you're piecing like this, but I still think they are so cute and still just as effective. So I'm going to hurry and do our second pumpkin that we have sitting here. I'm the magic camera lady. Just my cute daughter, Michaela. I'm so glad she is here. And she brought me my scissors, so thank you, Michaela. Got my mounting tape ready. I'm just going to go ahead and glue my leaf on. And I'm going to look at my template so I can tell which is the top and bottom of my pumpkin. And again, I'll use the mounting tape for the stem, just to give a little more dimension, have things, have a little more depth to our little project. We'll add on our middle piece. I love layering and doing templates and embossing like this. I just love the detail that it gives and how much dimension it really adds. So we just built our second pumpkin. It is so quick and so easy. And then our card expression. Now, you can use your paper trimmer and trim out everything very nice and neat. But what I have found too is I just use my scissors. Okay, we have got our pumpkins all made. They are so dang cute. I just love these cute little white pumpkins in our pumpkin patch. We are going to be using the card expression number 26 pumpkin patch. So here you can see it is filled with cute little sayings, hello fall, trick or treat, hello pumpkin. So it is just full of cute Halloween sentiments. So I went ahead and cut out the pumpkin patch. Now I just hand cut this out with my scissors, so you can see it's not perfect, but in a way it kind of adds a rustic elegance or rustic touch to the card. We're going to go ahead and add some ink to it, distress it just a little bit. And so to do that, you'll want to use a piece of paper that, let's get things positioned here. You'll want to use a piece of paper or something to protect your work surface. And then I just use the Tim Holtz Distressing ink. And I just start rubbing on the edges. You can kind of see how it really picks up the edges, kind of exaggerates them just a little bit, but it also helps give more dimension as you add them to your card. So that was really simple, just quick and easy to do, but I think it does make a difference. And you could also do it on the outside edge of your card. I don't know if we did it on our sample. Oh, we did. I'm just seeing. Here is our sample. And so I would simply take, and I'm using the antique linen, but whatever color is your favorite. And I'm just going on the outside edges here. Some people like to use a dauber and they will rub it and ink that way, but I'm just using my pad. And you make sure you want to practice a little bit on a piece of paper so you know how it responds. But once you have your little bit of inking done, and you could ink your little pumpkins too. One thing that I think is nice about inking, sometimes you don't want or you don't like the white core of the paper. It's awesome when you're scuffing, but maybe you don't want it to show on the edge of your card. And you can simply take your ink and just color that edge off so you don't have that stark whiteness. Just a little touch up to your pumpkins. Now we'll do the smaller ones, same thing, and just really being careful. And then if you want to get your edges. And then it's so simple. All we're going to do is now take our mounting tape and I'm going to simply put them on the back here. Better turn this card over so we can look and make sure we're doing it right. But you know what? You don't have to do it just like this card. You can put it together any way you want. Oh, and you know what else I wanted to mention? That the kit, if you bought the whole bundle, then you have enough cards, you have enough materials to make 2 cards of each. If you just bought individual kits, then you can make 4 cards. But you know why we have it, so you can make more than one? Because sometimes we have a hard time giving away a card after we make it. But if you make 2, guess what? 1 for you and 1 for someone else. Everybody likes to know that someone's thinking of them. It's so nice just to drop a card by, stick one in the mail and just say, thinking about you. Hope you're doing well. So I've got my mounting tape on. Psst, you know what I did? I stuck the pumpkins on upside down. Oh, I didn't stick that one on all the way, so that's good. That would be a funny Halloween card upside down. I think that could be fitting. You can make it a real thing that way. So we'll just go ahead and put our pumpkins on the right direction. Oh, I hadn't taken off the green piece yet. No wonder it didn't stick. Placing just a little ways from the top because I want to have enough room at the bottom. Get my little stem going in the right direction. I want to make sure I have enough room to add my little pumpkin patch. And sometimes I'll stick down one side and then I'll just do it so it's not quite flat. It just gives a little more dimension and adds a little more depth to your card. I hope you've enjoyed this trip to the pumpkin patch. Hope you have a beautiful day. Happy embossing.